What's going on YouTube? This is JD coming at you. First, I want to thank everyone who watches my videos. Second thing I want to do is I want to get a little input, if possible, on what I should call my channel. I've been thinking TVJD or something. I need something more than just my name. My name is actually James Plank, so I need to change it from James Plank to something else. Something a little more catchy. I'm into nerd stuff, like maybe N-rated or rated N for nerd or awesome. I don't know. I'm into sports, comic books, basketball, football, movies, TV shows. And video games. That's basically what all I talk about. So if anyone has a pretty good idea, I'm more than welcome. I'm more than happy to hear it. I'm trying to get an actual YouTube name to expand my channel a little bit. Okay. Without further ado, this is my top quarterbacks video. Actually, I did a rough draft of this. I'm redoing it right now, and I got to switch to quarterbacks real quick. I'm going to do my top 5, 6 to 10, and then 11 to 15. Okay, so I'm going to have 3 videos. I'm going to have a playlist in case you want to watch all 3 of them. If you just want to see the top 10, I don't want to make it all one 20-minute video. So I did that before. Ended up having a 20-minute long, 25-minute long video, and I don't think anyone wants to watch that. So, top 5 quarterbacks in the NFL. Aaron Rodgers is my number 1. Now, him and number 2 could be interchanged. I'm grading all these first on their season last year. I'm taking that into consideration. The season they're probably going to have this year. Okay. And their overall like legacy, I should say, or their prestige, their accomplishments. Okay. So Aaron Rodgers, I think, is number 1. He's got the best arm in the league. He can make any throw. When he's healthy, last year he had a hamstring issue. He's very mobile. He's got a great receiving core. He was the league MVP last year. He didn't lose anything. He has all his weapons, all his receivers. He has his running back. And he plays in a division that is not extremely good. So that all helps him. And plus, he's just a bad man. As the great Stephen A. Smith says, he's a bad boy. He is a very good quarterback. Not much more needs to be said on that. He's a great quarterback. He can make every throw. He has great receivers. There's a reason why I have him over Tom Brady, who's number 2, and I'll explain that when I explain Tom Brady. Tom Brady, great season last year. He'll have another great season this year, I think. Their offense is the best part of that team. He can make every throw. There are 3 reasons why I have Tom Brady a little bit below. Obviously, Tom Brady has the better track record, the better career. 6 Super Bowls, 4 championships, victories, 4 Super Bowl victories, I should say. A couple MVPs. Aaron Rodgers was an MVP, Super Bowl MVP, but Tom Brady has the better credentials. The issue with Tom Brady this year is Aaron Rodgers, first off, has the better offense around him. Number 1. On Tom Brady, he has a pretty good offense, so he will do good. The issue is he plays in a division that has 3 really good defensive teams. He has the Miami Dolphins, he has the Jets, and he has the Bills. All 3 of those teams are going to have good, if not great, defenses this year. And he has to deal with that. That's all there is to it. Another reason is Tom Brady can make every throw on the field. I'm not taking that away from him, but the offense they run is more of a dink and dunk. Dink and dunk. Okay? They like 5-yard passes that turn into 15-yard gains. Aaron Rodgers, their team doesn't do it. They have a more vertical passing game, and he can throw 25 yards on the dot and hit his receivers if he has to. Tom Brady can. Don't get me wrong. He can definitely do that, but their offensive scheme doesn't do that. Aaron Rodgers is playing with I would say, I'm not going to say a bad coach, but a lesser coach than Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick, love him or hate him, he's the best coach in the league. So Tom Brady has that going for him. Tom Brady has the better defense. Aaron Rodgers doesn't. What else? Tom Brady also might miss the first 2 or 4 games. So that's also going to play a factor. So overall, you can go either way with this. They're both really good quarterbacks. You can put one at 1, the other one at 2. But it's just interchangeable to me. Number 3, I have Andrew Luck. Andrew Luck, I think he has the second most interceptions in the league since he's been in the league. But that's because, and he does all that, and he still has his team winning 11 games a year. Made the playoffs every year. Won the division every year. He has a really huge touchdown interception ratio. And the reason why he has to throw the ball so much is because he doesn't have a running game. If he had a running game, he wouldn't have this issue. He could probably be more balanced. They won't. They'd have to load the box a little bit. At least be honest. Usually they play back on him. And he doesn't have a horrible receiving core, but it's not super great either. Adding Andre Johnson helps. Adding Frank Gore helps their team this year. And his defense is just god awful. So he has to hold serve on offense just about every possession. So that's why Andrew Luck is my number 3. He will be one of the best, if not one of the best, if not the best in the league. He'll be top. He'll be 1 or 2 in the next few years. It's going to be him and Aaron Rodgers once Tom Brady retires. Number 4, I originally had someone else here, but then I got to thinking about it, and I switched it. Number 4 is Ben Roethlisberger. I'm not a Steeler fan by any stretch of the imagination, but the last few years he has been absolutely outstanding. And that team is loaded with a really good offense. Okay? Really good offense right now. Antonio Brown is the best receiver in the league, in my opinion. He's got Wheaton. He's got Bryant. He's still got Heath Miller. He's got Le'Veon Bell's out for a couple games, so he's going to be throwing the ball a lot more. He had a good year last year. He will have an excellent year this year because he's going to have to throw the ball more. They don't have Le'Veon Bell the first 3 games because of a drug suspension. So he will be slinging that football around, and he will be right up there in the top tier of passing yards and touchdowns. And usually he's pretty good at taking care of the football. So, and his defense isn't very good, so he's going to have to hold serve just like Andrew Luck, and he's going to have a good year. That's all I can say about it. He's going to have a good QBR. He's going to have a good passer rating. He has a lot of weapons, so that's why he's number 4. Number 5 is Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning will be probably out of my top 5 after this year, unless he comes back and roars back after last year. What I'm trying to say in that is Peyton Manning, good quarterback. He's losing his arm strength. That's the first thing. Second, he's not mobile at all. You can get to him, you can disrupt him pretty bad. Seattle set the standard for how to do that in the Super Bowl, and a handful of teams early in the year last year did that too. Now, apparently he was injured. He said he had a hamstring injury. If that's the case, we'll see. I mean, you're still a year older than you were last year. He has a good team around him. His defense is pretty good. He's a good running back. His receiving core is excellent. Emmanuel Sanders, Wes Welker. I think Greg Olsen is their tight end. I think they signed him. And who else? Demaryius Thomas. Okay, so they're loaded on receivers. They have Anderson, a running back. He's going to do good. And I don't know. There's just nothing about that team that's bad. And he can't throw the ball very deep. He's a dink and dunker too. So I don't see him doing horrible. He'll be good enough. Like, he'll do good in fantasy, but like, I don't see the Denver Broncos getting to the Super Bowl this year. I think they'll make the playoffs, and I think they'll be out first or second round. So, okay, that's top 5. I'm going to go ahead and do my video for top 6, or 6 through 10. Okay, so see ya.